underneath the shadow of an age-old oak, where whispers of the wild wind used to speak. There lies a gravel path where we once roamed, now just fading tracks beside the creek. You wore a scarf of blue, eyes full of dreams. We planned our lives on that old wooden porch, but time, like silent thieves, stole all but screams. Left me riding alone with a flickering torch on this timeless road, now washed away. The rains came down, swallowed up our days. Your laughter's echo I chase in vain, like sunsets bleeding in a sky of gray. Where did you go? My heart's refrain on this timeless road, washed away. Mountains stand unchanged by the year's flight, but not those little cabins where love's light burned bright. Your hand in mine seemed nothing could tear us apart. Now it's but a dusty saddle, an empty heart. The evenings when the world turned a softer hue, we'd count the stars, the future seemed so true. But town lights dimmed and so did what I thought I knew. Left wandering these trails cloaked in twilight dew. On this timeless road now washed away, the rains came down, swallowed up our days. Your laughter's echo I chase in vain, like sunsets bleeding in a sky of gray. Where did you go? My heart's refrain on this timeless road, washed away. Maybe love's a ghost town, faded and old, haunted by memories in the silence they told. I ride through the whispers where our past sleeps cold, searching for a treasure in the heart I still hold. On this timeless road forever washed away, I find you in the breeze, in the dusk's last ray. Though you're gone, my love won't sway. Echoes of you linger in the winds that fray. Where did you go, my heart, forever to say? On this timeless road, eternally washed away. And so I ride love under these weeping skies. Every sunset, every dust trail, your memory never dies. In the shadow of Pine Tree Hill, where the creek sings low and wild, I held her close by the fading light, the prairie's wayward child. We carved our names in the old oak's arm, beneath the watchful eyes of stars, that old porch swing and her sweet perfume, in a town trapped in old mason jars. But the rains came through like a freight train's cry, with a fury born in gray. And that pine tree on the hill lay down like my love, washed away. In the whisper of the leaves sky. Everything we built, my dear, said its long, lonesome goodbye. Now the cabin stands, but it's empty as the gulch is where we played, and the trails we walked are overgrown like the promises we made. The gravel road that led to us now just leads to somewhere else, and the scarf she left behind is just a tale upon the shelf. The rain still come like memories that flood the dusty ground. That pine tree hill stands bare and rough where our dreams once were found. In the rustle of the fallen leaves and the moaning of the wind, I feel her slip away again, and the ache that never ends. Underneath the vast and starry sky, I whisper to the night, all the love that's lost is just the cost of living out this life. But I'd pay it all once more to feel her hand in mine, to turn back to that summer day before we lost the time. So let the pine tree lie, let the creek wash it away with all the tears and whispered fears that marked our yesterday. And in the twilight's gentle sigh, in the solace of the gray, I'll walk these roads alone, my love, where our old pine tree lay. In the quiet winds that move the dust, I'll carry you always. Though the land forgets, my heart set on the love that never sways. In the hush of dawn, beneath the chapel sky, I found a cabin where the bluebirds fly. Old porch creaking as the oak trees sigh, her scarf still hanging where she waved goodbye. Her eyes echoes of the prairie wind, whisper secrets of what might have been. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, in the heart of the dust I find my home. Years of wander like rivers through plains, old saddles worn under sunset's flames. Rain on the roof sounds just like her name. In each thunder roll, her laughter remains. Her eyes echoes of the prairie wind, whisper secrets of what might have been. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, in the heart of the dust I find my home. Under silent grief in the shadows. I chase my relief. Sorrow into the light. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, with her echoes in my heart. I'm never alone. In the dimming glow of day's last fire, the echoes fade but never tire. On this lonesome trail where dreams unwind, her eyes the echoes forever enshrined. In the shadow of the oak, by the dusty gravel lane, there's a scarf you left behind, fluttering like a flame. The road where we once walked under endless azure skies, now just a silent path where my lonely heart lies. On this timeless road, the world stood still. Your whisper in the wind, oh, I hear it still. Sunsets bleed like the tears we spill on this timeless road where my dreams unfulfilled. Old porch creaks as I think on days long gone. Cabin empty like the heartache drawn upon my soul. You rode away with the dawn to a place where I can't follow. Left me with the echoes of our yesterdays so hollow. On this timeless road, the world stood still. Your whisper in the wind, oh, I hear it still. Sunsets bleed like the tears we spill on this timeless road where my dreams unfulfilled. The rust on my saddle, the cracks in my boots speak of the miles and the solitary routes. Yet in every gust, your laughter twines through the whispering pines, across the fading lines. On this timeless road, I stand alone, heart bound to the dust where your light once shone. In the quiet of the night, under stars still and bright, I walk this timeless road in the fading twilight.
shadow of an old oak tree, where the dust dances at your feet, I carved our names for eternity on that porch where lovers meet. Your scarf still waves a lonely flag caught on a branch, a crimson rag in the town where silence brags. Echoes of your laughter drag. But the wind stays, oh it never forgets, whispering your name in the cold sunset. It's a melody humming through dismay, rustling the memories where we once lay. Yes, the wind stays even when you're gone, singing broken verses of our lone love song. Years have worn the gravel road that led us to our dreaming abode. The cabin stands, but the light is dimmed like the love that once brimmed, where wildflowers dared to thrive, only thistles and regrets surviving. In the stillness I arrive at empty rooms where shadows strive. But the wind stays, oh it never forgets, whispering your name in the cold sunset. It's a melody humming through dismay, rustling the memories where we once lay. Yes, the wind stays even when you're gone, singing broken verses of our lone love song. And I reckon the heart's like old trails, fading into the wild, unmarked by rails, yeah. In every gust, your essence prevails, a haunting tune that forever sails. So the wind stays, though it holds on tight to the echoes of the footsteps in the night. With every howl, with every sway, it carries parts of me far away. Yes, the wind stays, my love won't stray, bound to the breeze where my heart will lay forever. In the shadow of an old oak tree, where our names were carved in worn wildwood, the campfire's glow kissed your face so sweet on that hushed night where we both silently stood. Your scarf, it danced like a flame in the breeze, while the laughter of old echoed under the moon, spilled in the heart of the Rockies. Just you and me, where for one fleeting moment the world stood still. Oh, the campfire stood still, but the years pushed on through, with your whisper in the wind and your sin in the dew. As the embers glow fades into dawn's early light, I'm holding on to ghosts in the cold of the night. Now the oak tree's grown over, the name's barely seen. That old porch we dreamt on is lost to the weeds. The trail to our cabin, once clear and serene, is a memory's path choked out by the seeds. I wander these towns where the dust never settles, from saloons to the stables where our stories were penned. Yet in each lonesome sunset, in the twilight's soft metals, I find the bitter taste of what could have been. Yes, the campfire stood still, but the years rolled like waves, with
your laughter just a whisper past the old gravel graves, as the stars claim the sky and the night seals our fate. I'm lost in the shadows that we used to create. Campfire stands still, and I kneel by its side, with the ghosts of your kisses where my regrets reside. As the flame flickers out and the cold whispers surrender, in the ashes I trace forever and ever. In the ash forever and ever, in the cold, quiet dust, where the campfire stood still and still stands for us. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, on a gravel road where our songs belong, cabin creaks with your laughter's trace, in each corner a whisper in the wind your face. Barefoot steps on the old porch wood, still hear the echoes where we once stood. Oh, my heart rides the plains with your ghost by my side, under wide western skies where our dreams used to hide. In the dusk your shadow waits, in the silence it creates, and I'm lost in the winds of your barefoot steps' fate. Rivers have swollen with the rains of years, the saddle's worn where we conquered fears. A scarf you left fades under the sun, like the colors of a life has come undone. The town's too quiet, the streets too bare, each corner moans the emptiness we share. Oh, my heart rides the plains with your ghost by my side, under wide western skies where our dreams used to hide. In the dusk your shadow waits, in the silence it creates, and I'm lost in the winds of your barefoot steps' fate. I find the strength in what was, in your love that still lasts. So I walk these dusty trails beneath the stars' eternal glow, letting go yet holding on to the only love I know. As the sun dips low, your memory in soft repose, in the heart of the wind where your barefoot steps froze. Oh, my heart rides the plains, and darling, it seems in every sunset's glow the old oak sway, a cabin lies silent where we used to lay. A scarf you left hanging on the porch rail thin, rust red like the sunset flutters in the wind. Oh, how that scarf haunts like a ghost in the breeze, twisting through the oak leaves, whispering remember me. Each thread a memory, woven tight with loss, left here in the shadows of dust and tumbleweeds crossed. Seasons turn sharply like the bend in the creek, the path by the cabin now overgrown and weak. Your laughter's a memory, faded and worn, like the leather on the saddle from the storms it's born. Oh, how that scarf haunts like a ghost in the breeze, twisting through the oak leaves, whispering remember me. Each thread a memory, woven tight with loss, left here in the shadows of dust and tumbleweeds crossed. Underneath the starlit cloak by the fire's dying light, I reckon every flicker was a moment in your sight. Riding through these haunted plains where your echo softly calls, bound to chase your shadow in the twilight till I fall. Yes, that scarf still haunts on the old porch swinging free, a relic of the love lost twixt the prairie and me. In the chill of the night air, it dances alone, a partner now missing in the dance of the unknown. Oh, how I bear the weight of what was and will never be, with each sunset that bleeds over mountains silently. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers meet, I found your scarf, a relic soft and sweet. It was tangled in the branches, dancing with the breeze, like it was waiting there just begging me, please. Oh, scarf forgot, in the wind you whisper her name, underneath this boundless, burnished sky of flame. Every thread of memory, every stain of tear, lost in the echoes of our yesteryears. Those gravel roads we roam have overgrown with time. The cabin's empty echoes our laughter once sublime. Your absence fills the prairie, as wide as skies are vast. In the saddle I ride, haunted by the past. Oh, scarf forgot, in the wind you whisper her name, underneath this twilight sky, soft as sorrow, wild as flame. Every thread of memory, every stain porch I stand, where we'd watch the setting sun, fading trails like our dreams, tell of battles never won. But in this quiet place, I feel you close, though we're apart. Your scarf, a token of the love that fills my heart. Oh, scarf forgot on this lonely, dusty rise. I'll keep you close, a treasure for my weary eyes. Every thread a promise, every stain a part of me. Here in the silence, where I hold you endlessly. In the chill of the dusk, I wear your scarf, embrace the cold. A cowboy lonesome in the tale that's left untold.
In the gray dawn, by the oak tree shade, where the cold morning sank into my bones, I traced your name once in the frozen earth, beneath where our whispered dreams had flown. Old Porch Creek, like it shared my heart's ache, echoing footsteps, you danced and grazed. The wind soft moaned through the cabin's crack, plays an old remembrance I can't erase. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh, and the gravel road still talk. My heart's tied to the dust, where the sunset bled and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. Turned up collar against the stinging rain, your scarf still fragrant, lost its warmth long ago. I wander through these ghostly empty rooms where echoes paint your shadow in soft mournful tones. The saddle sits unused, the leather cracked like the lines now deeply etched upon my face. Each step away from you, time's harsh track leaves me wandering in our lost embrace. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh, and the gravel road still talk. My heart's tied to the dust, where the sunsets bled and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. I've held the prairie's endless gaze, its whispering embrace. It tells me you're still out there in the wild's timeless grace. Maybe these old boots, worn and frayed, will bring me back someday to where the oak tree shadows lay, and all my hopes decay. So I'll sit here with the silence where you once walked. Let the shadows keep your laughter and the gravel roads we talk. My heart's tied to the dust, where our sunsets used to fade. Beneath cold morning's echo, where my weary head is laid. Oh, under these endless skies, I find no release, but in every whispered wind, there's a piece of your peace.
In the shadow of the old oak tree on Lonely Hill, where the sun painted gold on your hair so still, we carved our names young and bold into the bark, now weathered and old. That scarf you left, it dances still, caught on a branch in the chilly hills will. Oh, lonely hill turned cold as season stole your smile. Each sunset bleeds memories across the mile. Your laughter echoes neath the starlit dome. In the whisper of the wind, I'm forever home. But home ain't warm without your hand to hold. Since Lonely Hill turned so bitterly cold. Years rolled like thunder across these plains, wide the old porch creaks with stories it can't hide. I roamed through ghost towns where our dreams lay spent, down gravel roads with my heart relents. The cabin sits empty, our plans undone beneath fading trails where once we'd run. Oh, lonely hill turned cold as season stole your smile. Each sunset bleeds memories across the mile. Your laughter echoes neath the starlit dome. In the whisper of the wind, I'm forever home. But home ain't warm without your hand to hold. Since Lonely Hill turned so bitterly cold. If these winds could carry my weary voice back through, would they whisper my regrets gentle to you? For every step away seems a lifetime of return to the burn of that sunset where my heart still yearns. So Lonely Hill stays cold under heaven's vast embrace. I find solace in the dust, in the open empty space. Forever bound to the land where your shadows cast. On Lonely Hill where love lives in the past. But I'll hold on to the cold as it's all that I can hold. Since Lonely Hill turned so sacredly, sorrowfully cold.
You stepped off the train with dirt on your shoes. Sunlight kissed your hair like a sacred truth. The fields turned green just watching you smile. Even time slowed down for a while. You sang to the sheep, you danced in the rye, hung sheets in the wind like flags in the sky. The old oak bloomed, the bluebirds came. This wild land never felt the same. You were the spring of this land, my dear, turning silence into songs I could hear. Your laughter lit the river's bend. Your touch could teach the frost to end. You made the wheat sway just to see you pass. Put life in stone, turn mud to glass. This heart, this home, this rugged sand all bloomed 'cause you were the spring of this land. You painted the porch with sunflower hue, said a little color always pulls us through.
You read by lanterns, sang in the rain, said pain was part of nature's game. But come one dusk, your eyes turned far. You whispered, I need to chase a star. I begged the sky to hold you tight. Spring don't stay past April's light. You were the spring of this land, my love, a prayer sent down from skies above. The cattle stood still when you passed by. Even coyotes watched with softer eyes. Now every bloom feels out of place, like they've all lost your warm embrace. The wind still tries to understand why it weeps where once blew the spring of this land. The soil remembers where you knelt. The barn still holds the warmth you felt. And though the seasons come and go, the heart knows what the land won't show. You were the spring of this land, it's true, and nothing's bloomed the same since you. I water flowers, they don't respond. I sing alone by the lily pond. The bees still buzz, the clouds still roam, but this ain't love just overgrown. You left your name in dirt and sand forever. The spring of this land.
I ain't the kind to beg or stay. If the fire dies, I ride away. I gave you love like open land, but you wanted fences, not a man. I lit your sky with cowboy dreams. You tried to cage my wild, it seems, but hearts like mine don't wear no chain. We burn, we bleed, but never tame. I ain't born to break. Don't mistake my silence for shame. I'd rather lose than fade. This soul ain't built for blame. If you wanted someone to change, you should have found a different name. I'm not yours to bend or take. Darling, I ain't born to break. You kissed me like you meant goodbye, and thought I'd crawl too numb to try. But girl, I come from thunder roads, where pride runs deep and rivers know. That freedom cost a heavy price, but I'll pay twice before I lie. So keep your tears and clever lines. I'll keep my boots, my smoke, my spine. Mistake my heart for weak. I've walked through worse than this, with whiskey dust on both my cheeks. If you wanted easy wins, go find a man who lives in skin that don't scar or crack or shake. But me, I ain't born to break. Stand out here alone than ever bow to a love that takes more than it ever tries to make. I ain't born to break. Don't you dare confuse my pain with some weakness in my name. I got thunder in my veins. I'm the storm that rides at dawn, the last chord in your goodbye song.
Maybe that's your state, but me, hell no, I ain't born to break. In the shadow of a great oak, by the creek where we first met, I carved our names inside a heart and watched the sunset silhouette. Your scarf, it danced upon the breeze like a soft and silent sigh, not just a whisper amongst the leaves as the years keep riding by. Fading light burns just like a flame on the old mountainside. Those twilight hues, they call your name. In the echoes I reside, underneath the starlit vein, where our lost dreams lie so still. The fading light, it burns in vain, and I reckon it always will. The porch we built now leans and creaks, tells a tale of better days. Forgotten laughter in the air, now just dust on gravel ways. The cabin holds your warmth no more, just empty rooms to chill the bone. And I walk these floors alone, my heart a saddle worn and thrown. Fading light burns just like a flame on the old mountainside. Those twilight hues, they call your name. In the echoes I reside, underneath the starlit vein, where our lost dreams lie so still. The fading light, it burns in vain, and I reckon it always will. So here's to the trails where our wild hearts roam free, to the nights under stars, to the way things should be. Every twilight I find brings you back to my side, a bittersweet ride neath the fading light sky. Fading light burns just like a flame, now it's guiding me home to a love lost in whispering winds in the places I roam. Yes, the light may burn out, but your memory still thrills in the heart of the night, where love's echo distills. In the shade of an old oak tree, we carved our names in '53. On that wild edge of Sundown Creek, where the water whispers deep. Her eyes like the twilight sky, starlit dreams and whispered sighs. We shared the silent scents that speak neath the branches creaking weak. But her eyes said nothing as she turned away, like a prairie wind, cold and gray. All the promises, whispered soft and low, faded like the footprints in the snow. Now the oak tree stands alone, names weathered like old bone. The cabin's empty, windows stare like hollow eyes in the prairie air. The scarf she left hang on the rack, alongside my dusty hat. Memories in each thread and seam, now just shadows in my dreams. Her eyes said nothing as she walked to the dawn, leaving me with a silence and the echoes now gone. All the laughter that filled the night now just whispers in the fading light. On a gravel road I ride astray, with every sunset marking the day. The trails we walked are overgrown, this wandering life I roam alone. But in the quiet towns under starry shrouds, I see her face in the crowds. A ghost in my heart, never truly apart. Her silence, a haunting heart. Said nothing, and yet they said it all. In every fading echo I hear her call, through the dust and the wind, in under spacious skies. I'll wander forever where her memory lies. Her eyes said nothing, oh, but her heart was a wild song. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the wind whispers through the leaves, she laughed under the summer sky, where hollow heart closed her eyes. We traced the path where wildflowers dream, past the creek where the water gleams. But now where once her laughter lies, only echoes softly sigh. Oh, my darling, gone like the sunset's glow, left me with these fields where lonely winds blow. Each whisper through the oak feels like a long drawn sigh, since hollow heart closed her eyes. The porch still creaks, but now it's just me. Her scarf still hangs, untouched by the breeze. The dust has settled on the road we'd ride since she left one cold, starless night. The saddle rests, untouched, grows old, like the secrets in her heart untold. An empty cabin fills with shadows of her light, in the silence after she closed her eyes. Darling, gone like the sunset's glow, left me with these fields where lonely winds blow. Each whisper through the oak feels like a long drawn sigh, since hollow heart closed her eyes. And I roam these hills trying to find what remains of her in the twilight, but every trail just fades in the dying light, leading me back to the night she closed her eyes. So here I stand, a lone silhouette beneath the sky. Past keeps calling from the places we'd hide. The world moves on, but I'm still trying to find In the shadow of the bluff where the old oak tree stands, I found a cracked frame in the palm of my hands. A whisper of a scarf, faded red beneath the sun, held the scent of wild jasmine, our days on the run. We rode through the towns just like outlaws at play. That old porch was ours by the end of the day. Oh, the skies tell the tales of the lonesome and tried, and I roam through the echoes of her laugh that died. Like a ghost she's in the winds that the prairie sends my way. In a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. Time washed over the gravel where we once laid our claim. Dust settled on the saddle, ain't nothing feels the same. Quiet haunts the cabin where laughter danced through air. Now it's just the creek and wood and the solace of despair. I trace the fading trails where her boots kick the dust. Each sunset bleeds the colors of the love we once discussed. Oh, the skies tell the tales of the lonesome and tried, and I roam through the echoes of her laugh that died. Like a ghost she's in the winds that the prairie sends my way. In a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. By the dying light I see it clear. All that's left is the rust and the tears, as the stars peer down like eyes that know my sin. I whisper to the night, can't hold what might have been. So here's to the silence where old memories hide, to the trails that I wander and the tears I've denied. May the winds carry softly the sorrow I've earned, in a cracked frame left behind with the bridges I've burned. Yes, in a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. Forever wandering under skies of ash and gray. Out by the oak where the wild river's been, beneath stars that watched our nights without end, your scarf in the breeze like a ghost in the dance, laughing at secrets and sweet summer's romance. The porch still creaks where you once laid your head. Old cabin shadows, now my quiet, cold bed. Oh, my heart's a grave tied down with memories buried in this hallowed ground. The wind sings your name through the whispering town, under the moonlight where our love was found. Saddles lay dusty, the trails overgrown, where we once rode through the valleys unknown. The rivers run still where your laughter had flown. Gravel roads empty, I walk them alone. Rain falls like tears on the path to the door of a house, not a home, not now, not anymore. Oh, my heart's a grave tied down with memories buried in this hallowed ground. The wind sings your name through the whispering town, under the moonlight where our love was found. In the silence of night, by the flicker of fire, I see your face in the flames of desire. Time, it has tamed the wild dreams we had sown, but your soul's with me still on this journey alone. Yes, my heart's a grave tied down, echoes of you in the spaces around. Though I'm bound to roam, forever I'm found in the shadow of love on that sacred ground. In the shadow of the oak where the creek used to sing, there's a flannel shirt hanging, torn by the wind's wing. It was hers when the sunsets painted our dreams on the back of my saddle through whispering streams. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line, a memory of her kiss. In the silence, her laughter is what I most miss. Now the cabins lay empty, the fires burn low, gravel roads less traveled. Where does the old love go? Once danced under starlight, now shadows confine, where the echo of our footsteps on the old porch pines. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line, a memory of her kiss. In the silence, her laughter is what I most miss. Under the vast prairie sky, I confess to the breeze, her scent in the scarf that the cold evening sees. A rider alone by lone stars overhead, holding on to a love long silent and dead. Yes, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, and I've aged with the oaks, shedding old silent tears. Yet her warmth's in the weed, through the winds that persist, in the heart of a cowboy where her memory exists. the sighing pines on Jenkins Hill, where the sky paints shadows and time stands still. We carved our names inside an ancient oak, promises whispered neath a starlit cloak. Your laughter tangled with the whistling wind. In that old porch swing, we'd sway and bend. Starry night, shut the door on what's been. The moon recalls what my heart can't win. Every whisper a secret, every soft-spoken plea turns dust on the trail where you walk with me. Starry night, hold her close, since I know more. Guide her through dreams that we once swore. But the winter came and the cold did bite. Snow laid its blanket, hiding our sight. The oak tree stands, but the names wear thin. Gravel roads lost to where we'd begin. That swing hangs lonesome, the cabin's bare. Echoes of you, just memories in the air. Starry night, shut the door on what's been. The moon recalls what my heart can't win. Every whisper a secret, every soft-spoken plea turns dust on the trail where you walk with me. Starry night, hold her close, since I know more. Guide her through dreams that we once swore. Now the saddle's worn and the scarves turn gray. My boots tread softer at the close of day. Rain whispers softly to the dusty ground. In every drop, it's you I found. Starry night, shut the door, let her dreams fly free. The quiet town between the hill and sea. I'll roam these lands beneath the endless sky. A cowboy's heart, lonesome but held high. Starry night, shut the door, but keep her near. In the whisper